Would you please recite the incense offering?
In gratitude, we offer this incense throughout space and time to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. May it be fragrant as first itself, reflecting careful efforts, wholehearted awareness, and the fruit of understanding, slowly ripening. May we and all beings be companions of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. May we awaken from forgetfulness and realize our true home.
Good morning. As you know, today is a special day because it's probably our first celebration post-COVID. And we have a long table downstairs groaning with goodies, waiting for us to come down. But right now we have other things to do. Please stand and we will recite our opening gathas. The refuge vow on page 7. And we say, I go for refuge to Buddha, my deeply awakened mind, the loving source of understanding and compassion, which must be cultivated to be known fully. I go for refuge to Dharma, the path of mindful living, leading to healing, joy, and enlightenment, the way of peace, which must be cultivated to be known fully. I go for refuge to the Sangha, the loving and supportive community of practice, awareness and liberation, which must be cultivated to be known fully. I am aware that the 3 jewels are within my heart. I vow to realize them. I vow to understand living beings and their suffering. I vow to cultivate loving kindness and compassion and to practice joy and equanimity. I vow to live simply and sanely,
content with few possessions, and to keep my body healthy.
I vow to let go of
all worry and anxiety in order to be light and free.
I am aware that I owe so much to my parents, teachers, friends, and all beings. I vow to be worthy of their trust, to practice wholeheartedly, so that understanding and compassion will flower,
and I can help living beings be free from their suffering.
May the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha support my efforts. May the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha support my efforts. May the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha support my efforts. Please turn your booklet over and we will chant, sing, whatever we do, the Heart Sutra, and we always do the title at the beginning and at the end. The Maha Prajna Paramita Hridaya Sutra. The Bodhisattva of great compassion from the deep practice of Prajna Paramita perceived the emptiness of all five skandhas and delivered all beings from their suffering. O Shariputra, form is no other than emptiness, emptiness no other than form. Form is emptiness, emptiness form. The same is true of feeling, thought, impulse, and consciousness. O Shariputra, all dharmas are empty. They are not born nor annihilated. They are not defiled nor immaculate. They do not increase nor decrease. So in emptiness, no form, no feeling, no thought, no impulse, no consciousness, no eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, no form, sound, smell, taste, touch, or objects of mind, no realm of sight, no realm of consciousness, no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance, no old age or death, no extinction of them, no suffering, no cause of suffering, no cease from suffering, no path to lead out of suffering, no knowledge, no attainment, no realization, for there is nothing to attain. The Bodhisattva holds on to nothing but Prajna Paramita. Therefore, the mind is clear of any delusive hindrance. Without hindrance, there is no fear. Away from all perverted views, one reaches final nirvana. All Buddhas of past, present, and future, through faith in Prajna Paramita, attain to the highest perfect enlightenment. Know then the Prajna Paramita is the great Dharani, the radiant peerless mantram, the utmost supreme mantram, which is capable of allaying all pain. This is true beyond all doubt. Proclaim now the highest wisdom, the Prajna Paramita. Gate, gate, para gate, para samgate, bodhisattva. Gate, gate, para gate, para samgate, bodhisattva. Gate, gate, para gate, para samgate, bodhisattva. The Maha Prajna Paramita Hridaya Sutra. Please be seated. Please be seated. Someone once asked the Buddha, how do we live your... And instead of me giving you that answer, I will let the Buddha answer it. How we... Can you hold it for me?
Oh, thank you.
This is for the people on the internet to hear.
Avoid all evil, cultivate the good, purify your mind. This sums up the teaching of the Buddhas.
I'm very technologically advanced, aren't I? Dan read the Buddha's answer. How do we live the practice? How do we practice the practice? Very simple. Do good, avoid evil, purify your mind. Purifying your mind, I suppose we could start with meditation and awareness, and that all grows from the tool of meditation. But how do I avoid evil and do the good? How do I avoid doing the non-good? Any way you want to say it. Well, the Buddha gave us lots of advice, and one of the things he gave us was the gift of the 5 ethical precepts, the 5 moral precepts. And today, these 2 women are going to publicly state their intention to live their life guided by these 5 precepts. Now, the 5 precepts are not commandments. They are guides. They are a way to measure. I was the precept master here for a number of years, and sitting with the preceptors in their classes, we would discuss each one of the precepts. And you would be amazed. I was always amazed, and I still am, at all the comments that people made. The precept that asks us, that advises us to respect and protect life. What does that mean? Well, I'm not going to kill. All right? There's cockroaches in my kitchen. What do I do with that? There's rats in my attic. What do I do with that? I think I've told some of you about a friend of mine who, when a mosquito would land on him, he would, "May your next life be better." You know, I don't mean to be flippant here, but there are multiple ways to observe, to be guided by the precepts. And that, as I said, being the precept master was one of the greatest joys I had, because I got to learn so much, so much. And we don't usually do the precepts now, but for a very specific reason, these two women are taking it. The precept master who will start in September? September is Jingsu here. So if anybody is interested in receiving the precepts, see Jingsu afterwards or email from our website. I was thinking this morning of going through a list of things on each of the 5 precepts, but I'm not going to do that. I want each person to come to those conclusions themselves, because they have to be yours. I've told you before that when I was studying to be a teacher, my teacher, when he gave me some a scripture to read, always told me never read a commentary. I want to know what you're thinking. I don't want to know what somebody else is thinking. So with your discovery of and examination of the precepts has to come from yourself. You can share ideas with other people, but it has to come from here. And it is something that is never written in black and white. They are, what's the word you always use? Intention. What is your intention? To begin with this ceremony, I would like us all, there's another handout in your booklet, and it's called the Loving Kindness handout, or sutra. And just remain seated, and we can recite that together. And we say, "This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, contented, easily satisfied, unburdened with duties and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm and wise and skillful, not proud and demanding in nature. Let them not do the slightest thing that the wise would later reprove. Let them wish, in gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease, whatever living beings there may be, whether they are weak or strong, omitting none, the great or the mighty, medium, short or small, the seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born, may all beings be at ease. Let none deceive another or despise any being in any state. Let none through anger or ill will wish harm upon another. Even as a mother protects her child and her life, so with a boundless heart should one cherish all living beings, radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading upwards to the skies and downward to the depths, outward and unbounded, freed from hatred, ill will, whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, free from drowsiness. This is said to be the divine abiding. By not holding on to fixed views, the pure-hearted one, having clarity of vision, being freed from all sense desires, is not born again into this world. Would our 2 candidates please stand? It's going to be a little clumsy because we have to let the people hear. And so this is my microphone holder here. All right. Please face your spouse. Please give your spouse 3 bows. They are giving bows to people they have learned from, to people who have helped them on the path. Are there other preceptors in this room? People who have received the precepts already? Please stand. Would you give 3 bows to the preceptors? The preceptors may be seated, you may not. Would you turn and give 3 bows to each other? Please give 3 bows to me, your teacher. Please give 3 bows to the representation of our root teacher, the Buddha. Will you accept the gift to protect and respect all life? Will you accept the gift of the precept?
We accept.
Will you accept the gift of sexual boundaries?
We accept.
Gift of the precept. Respect. Protect the spoken word.
We accept.
Do you accept the gift of the precept to protect and respect your own body and your own mind? Right. Go ahead and sit down. You accept the gift of these 5 precepts.
I accept.
This is the certificate of this ceremony today. Your name, your Dharma name is Bangsu, which means aid, help, or assistance. And please make sure he signs it. Yeah, go ahead. Nikki. Nikki, do you accept the gift of these 5 precepts?
Yes, I do.
Oops. Your name is Ausu, and it means simply good. time. Please turn and face the Sangha. Grand Rapids Buddhist Temple Sangha, our two newest preceptors. If you want, either a box or Vegas or your Mollis. Everybody is invited downstairs after this for our reception. If you want to keep the Loving Kindness Sutra, that sheet, please do so, okay? Right now, we are going to sit in meditation for a few moments, and then we will go celebrate, all right? Please prepare yourself for meditation. I know that was a short meditation, but we've got a couple of other things to do. First off, would you get an ink pen? We're not going to forget. Blue or black? Don't-
Black.
Please sign their certificates.
Yes.
James, would you come here, please? I want you to take our picture. And I would ask that anybody has a phone, which everybody does, would you also take a few photos, and if you get a superb one, get that one. Send them to me or to, when we have a big class, it's a little more difficult. Are you coming on? Okay. Oh, get over there.
All right. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you all. Our road have a pocket here for a cell phone, but I had a pacemaker, and I don't want my cell phone to call my pacemaker. I don't know if that would happen, but I'm not taking any chances. Chuck called you happy person, huh? Please stand. Let us recite our closing gathas. Yeah, go for it.
July announcements, just to make sure we're all on the same page. Let me get the. We have Sunday service, normal time. The Radical Dharma Book Club will start in August, the first Wednesday of the month. Lojong will be in August 11th, which is next Thursday, not next Thursday, the Thursday in August, August 11th. That's full moon meditation. The Dharma discussion group, which meets on Thursday morning, 9:35 is meditation, and then 10 to 11 is the discussion. And it meets at the temple or on Zoom. You can find all the information on the website. Grand Rapids Board of Director meeting is next week. It's the fourth Sunday of every month, and that goes from 11:30 until 1 p.m. And you can be either at the temple or Google Meet. And then we have Buddhist-based recovery meetings here at the temple on Mondays and Mondays and Fridays, and then Wednesdays at the Al-Anon Club. And then if anyone is interested in doing the preceptors, you can get with Jing-Su or email him on the website. Yes.
I'm sorry, I jumped the gun here.
So if you saw this and want to do it, we're going to start in September. It'll run concurrent with the fall semester, so September to December. There'll be journaling. We'll talk about the precepts and group meetings. I think you can email me. My email's either in the newsletter on the website, or I think we're going to have an informational meeting just like 5 minutes after service, which will probably be August the 14th, I think, Sunday in the middle of August. So, all right, thanks.
I apologize. I want to get down and eat those blueberries.
Love it. Congratulations and welcome to the both of you. My given name is Gail. My Dharma name is Katya Sue, and I'm on the board as well as the fundraising committee. So I wanted to remind those of you that have been here a long time, or just tell those of you that are new, we exist, this temple exists entirely on donations, financial donations and volunteer time. No one here is paid. We have dana boxes, and it is in keeping with our 6 paramitas, one of which is generosity. And that's what the dana boxes represent, is our generosity to pay the rent, the electricity, the heating bills, cleaning supplies, et cetera, et cetera. So the dana boxes, there's 2, either side, feel like a flight attendant, but there's one downstairs as well. You can donate by designating the temple through Amazon Smile, for those of you that shop online, which most of you probably do. The temple, if designated, gets a small portion of your purchase. We also have PayPal available. The newsletter is excellent. It has all of those links there. And for those of you online, there is a link below the screen. Kate, is there anything else? My cohort for fundraising, is there anything else? Did. Yeah, zengr.org. Correct. Okay. Thank you very much.
I just wanted to say, if anyone lives in the Greenville area and are open to ride sharing, if you could get with me after service, I would appreciate anyone who lives in the area getting with me. Thank you.
With a cell phone? Thank you, Kate. She is the woman of all trades, everything. All right, I believe that is it, right? We may now stand and do our closing gathas. Plus, after the last gatha, the Bodhisattva gatha, if you turn over the loving kindness sutra, we will do the 5 contemplations, which is what we do before a meal. Right now,
All unskillful actions ever committed by me since of old, on account of my beginning with greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my body, mouth, and thoughts. Now I atone for them all. Vast is the road of compassion, a formless field of benefaction. I wear the Buddhist teachings for the benefit of all sentient beings. All beings, one body, I vow to liberate. Endless blind passion, I vow to uproot. Dharma gates without number, I vow to penetrate. The great way of Buddha, I vow to retain.
and we will recite 5 contemplations. And together we say,
This food is the gift of the whole universe, the earth, the sky, and much hard work. May we eat in mindfulness so as to be worthy to receive it. May we transform our unskillful states of mind and learn to eat with moderation. May we take only foods that nourish us and prevent illness. We accept this food to realize the path of understanding and love.
if we could turn to each other and give everyone a healthy bow. Please go downstairs. There are a couple of men who did a lot of work, especially help, and some letting them, they're going to do a lot of work. But everybody can help.
Plenty of food down there, whether you brought something or everyone decided to downstairs.
Yes, Congratulations.